After leaving green school, I went to my third Bali stay in the center of the island. The outdoor shower and the rice paddy views were my favorite part. It was a bit out of the city, which proved to be a challenge. It's too bad the bananas growing were just out of reach for picking. I would often hear a line of ducks crossing the paddies with kites flying above. My green school friend Barbara and I went touring the island with a driver. Our first stop was the monkey forest. There was so much to see besides the little guys. There was a cemetery in the forest, but saying goodbye to loved ones is handled much different in Bali. At our next stop, I went solo to the coffee plantation. I saw the animals that eat the coffee beans, how they produce the coffee, and sampled my fair share of tea and coffee. The luwak coffee was delicious. It's the world's most expensive coffee that uses coffee beans picked out of the feces from the cat-like creature. I'm not sure I've seen a more beautiful, handmade, man-made view other than the rice paddy stop. We decided this would be the perfect spot to stop for lunch. The temple was our last stop for the day and high in the mountains. Saris and offerings are preferred. I'm pretty sure this is the oldest place I've ever visited yet. On the way back, we got our first sight of the volcano we were going to hike the next morning. Pickup time for the hike was at 2:30 a.m. so we could arrive at the top by sunrise. It was pure sand close to the top, which made that piece of the hike that much more tricky. The hike was well worth the view though. More volcanoes in front of the sunrise, the ocean in the way distance, the lake and village below, and the 1960s lava flows and crater behind us. Looking back on the volcano at the bottom gave you no indication of how challenging the hike truly was. I ended up bumming a ride on the back of a motorbike with my suitcase on my back and my backpack on the front to my final Bali stay. This was my favorite stay, being a barn house turned guest room. I adored all of the woodwork and fun details. My last day on the island, I spent half the day at the spa and the other half on the beach to view my last Bali sunset. This was a vacation never to forget.